So this is our Resto Mod Ferrari 412. It has been a few months since I've made a video about this car, and in that time we have made a bunch of progress on this car that I am very excited to show you guys. The last time that you guys saw this car, we had just recently finished up the rear suspension system for this car and started on the transmission tunnel. Of course, if you guys remember at the end of the rear suspension video, the wheels that were on the car did not fit very well to the original bodywork of the 412. So of course, we were going to need wide body rear fenders. Today, I'm gonna show you guys the process that we went through to create the rear fenders for this car, and hopefully you guys like them. Let's get right to it. So we've got both tires on the car right now, and I wanted to show you guys something kind of cool. People always say that Ferraris are hand built. One way that we can prove that is if you look here at the actual way that the wheel fits with the bodywork.
And also, we're putting exact same shims on left and right side with the CNC arms. That's equal length. Exactly the same. And we just set the camber and toe exactly the way we want. And look, so this is about 1.1 inches. And it's about 1.5 inches.
So what that means is that the bodywork itself really is...
This part is 3/8
It's
in.
3/8 in compared to the other side. Keeping that difference in mind, Martin set about building the wide body rear flares for this car, and the first step was to acquire steel bodywork flares, which we acquired from a company called Ulterior Motive. They sell a wide range of universal steel flares and have a bunch of really good measurements on their site that Martin and I looked through together before making our decision. Martin knew that with their steel construction, he could modify them and make them fit and mold really well to the 412 bodywork. So the other thing I want to show you guys in this video is our new door mirrors for the 412. When looking at the 412 as a whole, we always felt that the door mirrors were a bit of an afterthought from Ferrari, and that with the correct door mirror choice, we could modernize the car, upgrade it, and make it look way better. So now I'm going to show you guys the door mirrors that we chose for this car, how we mounted them, and why we chose them. For us, the door mirrors here, these factory ones, just felt a little bit, you know, like an afterthought from Ferrari. They didn't really match the body lines very well, that kind of rounded shape, and you know, everything just kind of felt a little bit cheap and not well done from Ferrari, which is hilarious because these mirrors are actually quite expensive to replace. So we spent a while looking at and thinking about different mirror options to replace the factory ones that came on the 412. Steve actually came up with the idea of using a 2016 to current Chevrolet Camaro door mirror, which we have right here. Now there are a couple of reasons that we decided to use this mirror. The number one reason is that it is a door mount. There was no way we could have an 8-pillar mounted mirror on this car. It was already door mounted prior, and that was how it had to work. We also wanted a mirror that didn't have, you know, too many complicated electronics, you know, such as radar based and blind spot monitoring systems, and the Camaro mirror didn't feature that. We also wanted something that had kind of this, you know, angular line shapes. Instead of being real rounded, we thought that this would look a lot better on the body lines of the 412.
We're just doing the base level, you know, welding all the holes shut and whatnot, so the body shop can later have much easier time, you know, just going over everything and finishing it off. Just putting a light coat of primer.
So, you know, when we're done with this, we'll take it to the body shop for paint work. And, you know, this part, along with the wing and some of the other work that we've done, including the side vents,
will all have a bit of, body work done to them. Modern body work uses a lot of Bondo. This car actually is old enough, you guys have seen, we've talked about before, that a lot of the old body filler actually is lead based, which they do not do anymore. So, the body shop will have to kind of work around that, and likely will use, Bondo instead now, because that's kind of what they do now. So yeah, should look good.
I am excited to be back bringing updates to you guys on this amazing machine that we are building. We've got a lot of ground still to cover to get you guys caught up on the progress that we have made. In the next video, I'm going to show you guys how we tackled the biggest challenge on this car yet, which is the front suspension and the steering.